It's two dudes with attitudes, a wrestling podcast with Ryan Enjoys Wrestling and MWO. And this is our WWE edition for the week of August 22nd, 2025, where we are going to do all things Heatwave review, thumbs up, thumbs down, Smackdown, Raw, and NXT. And we also have some Clash in Paris predictions. Ryan, this is a jam-ass packed show. Are you ready to break it down, buddy?
I am, man. It's a crazy week. We have Heatwave, we had Raw, we had Smackdown, we had NXT. We had a crazy week. We have a PLE this weekend. More WWE counter programming. AEW might be getting their first pay-per-view on Max. There's a lot of big news going on in the world of professional wrestling. So it's certainly an exciting time to be a pro wrestling fan in the year 2025.
It really is. So stop complaining, y'all. All right,
That's
hit
right.
that music.
Two dudes with attitudes, let's go. It's the two dudes and our attitudes ruthless, aggressively speaking, so let's do this. We're Ryan and Denton, they here to get your attention. The 5-star broadcast shit, start to the ending. Whether it's the E or it's all E. The two dudes with the attitudes that bring the heat. Get the point, yeah, it's on, time to lock in. Listen to the podcast where they get it poppin'.
So with that jam-packed action, Ryan, it is time to get the party started. Let's start off with some Heatwave. Are you ready? Let's get these thumbs up and thumbs down done with, huh? We had 6 matches.
Yeah, this should be quick and painless. It was not
just like the PLE.
It was not my favorite PLE. Yeah, it's not my favorite PLE that NXT has done this year, but they tried.
They tried, yes, but I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I've had an NXT PLE where I didn't do all thumbs up. Well, it's about to change today, y'all.
Yeah,
it is about to change. All right, let's go. What's the first match you're gonna throw up there? All right, we got one. Ash by Elegance defeating JC Jane and Masha Slamovich to win the TNA Women's Knockouts title. Thumbs up, thumbs down.
I'm going to go thumbs up for the result, but I'm going to go thumbs down for the match. I feel like the result, Ash by Elegance winning was, I guess, the right decision. I think it should have happened at Bound for Glory, which is TNA's biggest show of the year. They get their title back finally on somebody on a TNA show. Like, I think that's what made the most sense to me. So this felt completely random. This felt out of the blue, but I'm very happy to see Dana Brooke, what she was formerly known as in WWE, getting the success that she rightfully deserves. She's killing it as Ash by Elegance in TNA. She is thriving right now in TNA. I remember when she was released, people were like, "Oh, it's no big loss. Nobody's going to miss her." And now here she is killing it in what people could say is the second biggest promotion in the world right now in TNA. So happy for her. But the match left a lot to be desired, in my opinion. It was just, I don't understand why they had the belt on JC Jane just for her to lose it, not even a month after she got it. I don't get why they did that. Masha Slamovich really added nothing to it. But other than that, I mean, happy for Dana Brooke, but the match itself, I go very, very big time thumbs down.
Yeah, I'm doing thumbs down as well. Womp, 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 womp. Remember, too, I didn't say it, but thumbs down means it was a C or worse. Thumbs up is a B or better. So it doesn't mean you hate the match, just didn't hit that above average. But I didn't like the results. I mean, good for Ash by Elegance. I know she's killing it on TNA, but yeah, like you said, I feel like
why now?
Exactly. I feel like they gave JC Jane the title because out of nowhere, and then they were like, well, let's just double title her up so it doesn't feel completely pointless. And I feel like she's about to lose that women's championship too, coming right up. I just feel like she's pretty much going to be done right now, so they just might as well give it. But I hate when titles change hands in a non-one-on-one affair. I feel like she won it, an NXT superstar won the TNA title, make it feel important. You didn't even need Masha in this. She already was the champion. Kick her out of it. Just have, Act by Elegance win and move on with it. But it is what it is. She won it. TNA is, has their belt again, and the life will move forward, I guess. But the match itself was kind of sloppy, in my opinion, too. I thought it was kind of meh. So,
yeah, for sure.
All right. Woo. We had one Mercedes. Oh, just kidding. Mercedes Money. We had one Blake Monroe defeating Jordan Grace. Thumbs up, thumbs down.
Oh man, very, very fringe. Thumbs down. And again, I didn't hate this match. Like I hated the build to this match, but I actually thought the match was far superior to the build. But it just didn't do it for me. And I don't know what it is about Blake Monroe right now. I don't know if she is stuck in, she's trying to be Mariah May, but she's like not trying to be Mariah May. And I could tell in the match she was like holding herself back from doing a lot of the same stuff that Mariah May used to do. But she also still tries to be Mariah May by like putting her finger in her mouth and doing the provocative things like that. So I feel like she's trying to like shed herself of that character, but she also has yet to find her true self as Blake Monroe. And I think that showed a lot in this match. And then Jordan Grace, I mean, she took yet another loss. I like Jordan Grace, but she just continues to rack up L after L after L on the NXT roster. But this match just really didn't do it for me. But I was excited to see Blake Monroe get the win. And I'm curious to see what happens next. So I'm going to go fringe thumbs down.
I'm going to do a thumbs down, thumbs up, actually. Sorry, a thumbs up, fringe thumbs up. The match started very slow. It felt like they were kind of like telegraphing their moves where I was like, oh, hold on. Okay, you got my move. But then once they like clicked, it ended well, and the second half was really, really good. So that's why I give it a fringe thumbs up. Blake Monroe should have won, even though Jordan Grace is taking L's. But I'm very confused because I know TNA and WWE are different, but I just feel like Jordan Grace and TNA was a vibe, man. She was it. Then she kind of came over here and there when she was still a TNA superstar, and she was good. Her moves were good. Her in-ring a bit. And then she became an NXT superstar. And I really feel like she has not, like, if you had not known her in TNA, you would be wondering why she's getting any type of a push. It just really, she seems off. And Blake Monroe, I get that, but I think she's off because Jordan Grace is off. And I know that's me pointing fingers, and I shouldn't do that because I do like Jordan Grace. I just don't know what the hell is happening. Maybe not all people have chemistry. Even the greatest superstars, you could put greatest, they just didn't work, right? Sometimes it just doesn't work. This is, I think, one of those situations, but I do give it a fringe thumbs up because, for one, Blake Monroe was in the match. So
there you go. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. All right, the tag team match. We had the Dark State. I don't know who was who, and they defeated Hank and Take finally for the tag team championships. Thumbs up or thumbs down?
Yeah, I'm gonna match a thumb. This is actually probably gonna be one of the few matches I give a thumbs up to. I thought this match was really, really good. I think we got to see just how good Hank and Tank are as a tag team. I feel like that really hasn't been showcased all that much since they won the tag team titles off of Fraxium. But I feel like we finally got to see just how good they can be against Dark State. And I think Dark State is starting to come into their own. I like the fact that Dark State got the win. They needed it, especially if they're going to continue going after people and tormenting people on the NXT roster. It's hard to do that when you don't have gold. So I think it was the right decision putting the titles on them. And we had to see a title change on a WWE PLE the same day as Forbidden Door. So I think this was the right decision. So, but I enjoyed this match. It was a fun tag team match.
I agree with you on all of that. I think I say thumbs down, though. Sorry. I do say thumbs down. I don't know why. I just didn't feel like they were meshing well. Like I said, I feel like this whole heat wave was off. I do have some thumbs up, but even my thumbs up are very fringe. The whole night it didn't feel like a real PLE. It felt like an NXT episode with title matches. But it was fun. Hank and Tank needed to lose. They were literally like pretending to be SNL characters earlier in the month. There's really no point for them to be tag team champions anymore. But Dark State winning was good. We'll get into NXT about what the hell they're doing now. But actually, I don't think we're going to talk about them. We didn't even go over that, Ryan. But they just kind of like now are just going after the champions. They got really weird booking for them. Hopefully they find their place. Just let them be damn tag team champions. But I do think it's weird that we have the Wyatt Six and they're tag team champions as this big faction. And now we have Dark State as tag team champions, and they're a big faction. Like, what happened to just tag teams? But it is what it is. But I'm not mad with the result. I just thought the match was thumbs down.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
All right, Lola Vice, which we both predicted. I think we did pretty well on these predictions, actually. Lola Vice defeated one.
Right.
Yeah, almost. No, none of us did Ash by Elegance. But we got Lola Vice.
Right, yeah.
Lola Vice defeats Jada Parker and Kalani Jordan to become the new #1 contender for JC Jane's title. Thumbs up or thumbs down?
I got thumbs up. I thought this match was probably my favorite match of the night on the entire show. We talked about chemistry before with Jordan Grace and Blake Monroe. I feel like all three of these women have chemistry with one another. They all have history with one another. Kalani Jordan was fantastic. I think Lola Vice was fantastic. The right person got the win. I'm excited to see her versus JC Jane for the NXT Women's Championship now. And I think that's going to be a good match. So, yeah, there was nothing wrong with this match whatsoever. It was a little short, but I thought it was a good match.
Fully agree with you. A banger. Thumbs up for sure. Lola Vice winning was the correct answer. And Jada Parker and Kalani Jordan, like, always bring it. All three of these women are super uber talented. Lola Vice is kind of like the newer one, like Kalani Jordan and Jada Parker were like, half a year ago, where they're good, but they're still trying to find themselves. I think Lola Vice is there, but will be her way. And I think she's going to dethrone JC Jane. I truly do. I think they're done with JC Jane. I think they're going to give it to Lola Vice. I don't think they have Blake Monroe there yet, and anybody else. At the Sol Ruka's running with 2 titles, especially bringing the speed title over. So yeah, I'm all for Lola Vice winning this, and I thought she looked good. She did a good match. Not just look good personally, in the match. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought all 3 women showcased what they can do, and I think this match made all 3 women as well. You have Lola Vice now going for the women's title. You had Kalani Jordan give Blake Monroe her first pinfall on the most recent episode of NXT. So yeah, a lot of talent coming up in the ranks in NXT.
True that. All right, we had Team Canada defeat Team America. Boom, boom, boom. Although it's still continuing. Thumbs up or thumbs down?
Oh man, I hate to do this to Ethan Page and Chelsea Green, but I gotta go thumbs down. There was nothing about this match this match was a waste of time. That's all this match was. This was the bathroom break match right before the main event. This was the just one of those matches that I really just did not give a shit about. So yeah, I'm gonna give this match a really, really big time thumbs down. And I hate that because I love Chelsea Green and I love Ethan Page. They've been killing it. But and I like their chemistry together. I like them as a group together. I just didn't care about this match. This match felt randomly thrown together. You could tell it was really just sloppy in the ring. It was just not a good performance and not I don't even know what to call it, but it was just not a good match.
You are 100% right. You're not wrong in any of that assessment. I give it a big thumbs down as well. It's probably my least favorite match of the night, which is weird because I was looking forward to it. Chelsea Green and Ethan Page are still killing it. We're not going to talk about it on NXT, so we'll say it now. They killed it, on NXT on Tuesday as well. And I love that Ethan Page laid out Tavion Heights and then put the Canadian flag over him. It was a super cool thing. So the feud's going to continue. Tavion and Tyra are still young. They're new. They're green, still trying to figure themselves out. And Ethan Page and Chelsea Green, even though Ethan Page is an NXT star, he's way above that. So they are already established. But nonetheless, maybe next time. But this is definitely a thumbs down. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
All right. Main event time. One Obafemi to no surprise defeat. One Javon Evans. Javon loses again, even though they had Javon pin him, and then it was overturned by a referee who was there. I don't know. But either way, Oba wins. Thumbs up, thumbs down.
Thumbs up. Very, very fringe thumbs up, but a thumbs up nonetheless. Obafemi is him. Obafemi is he's got that dog. He's got a dog in him, and that man, every time he gets into the ring, he's just incredible to watch. And Javon Evans has a bright future ahead of him, but they got to stop putting him in these title matches just to have him lose. He takes loss after loss after loss, and every single time he's competing for the title. But I really like what they did at the end there when they had Ricky Saints confront Obafemi to close out the show. I thought that was, an interesting way to close out Heatwave, and kind of a good way to end the show on a high note, in my opinion, because it was a very, very lull show. Like you said before, it just didn't have a lot going for it, but I think it ended on a big time high with Ricky Saints confronting Javon Evans. So I give this match a very, very fringe thumbs up.
I almost agree with everything you said, 100%. Javon, and, showed out, but keeps losing. He's good. He needs to work on his mic work, but he's still a future star, but they have to have him stop losing. Obafemi is him, and we'll talk about Ricky Saints on NXT, but yeah, good way to end it. Thumbs all the way up, brother. Thumbs all the way up.
Yeah.
All right, now let's go back in time and go to SmackDown. You ready? SmackDown was cooking. SmackDown was cooking, and we are going to start with Becky Lynch's promo. She came out, fooled everybody, enters into Dublin. She talks about how she wrestled here. They have never had a recorded event in Dublin before. She had to wrestle in front of nobody, this and that, and was praising them and how they finally don't deserve it. She turned instantly. She is killing this heel promo stuff. She is just doing her damn thing. What did you think? Did you like Becky's opening? Do you like that you had her do it? And it worked. Becky was not getting booed before. She is figuring her shit out, and she's doing it flawlessly.
Yeah, no, this was fantastic. This was a great way to open the show. I like that the crowd, she turned that crowd against her magically just by disagreeing with them. Like she was like, we can finally have a show in Dublin. Wow, what a great. And they start cheering, we deserve it. And she's like, actually, you know what? No, you don't deserve it. You don't deserve a show in Dublin. And I like that she flipped the script on them and said that you all should be, praising me. You guys should all be cheering for me. I'm your hero. I'm the best thing that's ever come out of this place. It was just a masterful, a promo master of turning a crowd against you one-on-one. And it was just beautiful to watch. My only complaint, and it's a minor complaint, but a complaint nonetheless, but I don't like when she mentions her hot American husband. I get why she did it this time, because she gets that heel heat and everything, and she's talking about how she had to go to America to get the success and not in Ireland. So I get why she does it, but she's done it other times before where she's talked about her husband. Like, we all know who her husband is. We all know her husband is Seth Rollins. But I don't like that she mentions him. Like, if you're not going to be a part of the vision, if you're not going to be a part, like if you're not going to be an on-screen couple, I really wish that she wouldn't mention him. He doesn't mention her, but I wish that she wouldn't really mention him very much. But other than that, I love this promo. I think it was great. And I don't even mind the Seth Rollins reference in this regard, because she was, again, using it to garner that heel heat, but it happened a lot. But other than that, promo was good.
Somebody's jealous of Seth Rollins.
Oh, yeah.
All I heard was jealous. She doesn't have to bring up her husband all the time. Yeah. Gosh.
I know. Yeah, I know. Why should I be
we
married?
Get it, Becky Lynch. Good. All right.
Could have been me.
It could have been. You wish, homie. All right. So, by the way, everybody, just so you know, we usually prep these, what we're going to talk about beforehand. We did not today. We forgot. So Ryan's going to have to talk about whatever the hell I want to talk about. So next up.
That's fine. Go for it.
All right. There was a promoted R-Truth match. We had one Alastair Black versus one Alastair, right? It's not Malachi. I got that right. Okay.
Yeah.
Versus one R-Truth, and R-Truth went to Dublin, Colorado. I don't know. Some Dublin. I didn't even know there was a Dublin anywhere. He was not there. The return of Damian Priest. They brawl it out. Are you pissed? Are you not? If you're in Dublin, people like R-Truth. Is this funny? Does this work because he's back to his character? Were you upset? We still got Damian Priest, but did you hear that pop? Because it wasn't that loud. It seemed to me like people were upset. They didn't boo him, but they also didn't give him a huge welcome back. You haven't been here for a few months kind of reception. Was it unfair to him? I just want you to break it down for me. What do you think? Am I wrong? I don't know.
No, you're 100% right. I hated it. And I don't understand why the WWE is what they're doing. Because the week before they teased again that we might be getting split personalities with Ron Killings and R-Truth. Like Alastair Black confronted him backstage and was like, you know, don't forget who you really are, or something like that. And R-Truth like dropped the silly gimmick and went back to his seriousness and was like, okay, it looked like we were finally like, is he going to continue this split thing? Like he's going to be silly one week and serious the next, and then this week he's like, sorry y'all, I went to the wrong place, haha, sorry. Yeah. And it was just like, this is the stupidest thing ever. I'm just like, I love R-Truth. Like I wouldn't have minded if they didn't do that the week before, where they like teased the match, they teased another serious run for R-Truth and all that jazz, and then they go and do this, and that's what just I didn't like it at all. I hated it for Damian Priest because this should have been a moment for him to get a huge pop. He's back now, and I feel like the crowd really didn't care. And yeah, I feel bad for Alastair Black too, because you know he's from Europe and he should have been getting a big time ovation as well, and he didn't. And it was just this whole segment just fell flat. And I don't understand what WWE continues to do with this R-Truth thing. Like either commit to it or drop it entirely and let him go back to being serious R-Truth, which I think they're doing now. But at the time, they teased a potential serious side again.
Yeah, it's okay to advertise a match if it's not going to happen, if it's in Chicago, LA.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, even then it kind of pissed, but you're across seas. There's people there that only this is the first ever doublet event that was recorded.
Yeah.
And there's probably people who paid to see R-Truth. I don't think that's that far-fetched, and then he just doesn't appear. And it's not like they just named it on SmackDown the week before. They were advertising this shit before it was on. Like, if you were watching TV beforehand, like every promo, commercial, it was on their Instagram that day. Like you're literally promoting this knowing this is like an MMA fight where the guy missed weight or something. Like, this is like you plan this. Just very, very bizarre shit. And I do think it was unfair to Damian Priest because no one gave a fuck he was there. They were like, all right,
not at all.
Golf clap, like cool. But he should have got a bigger ovation for sure. Really weird booking.
Yeah. Very strange. Very strange.
All right. Drew McIntyre comes out again and cuts another promo. There's no Cody there. We obviously found out. We can just say it. Everyone said it was because he was filming a movie. I think it's because he was doing a thing called, I don't know, having a baby. Congratulations to the American Nightmare and his wife, Brandy. I got a girl named Brandy. You got a Brandy. Props to you all. Another baby. So happy from the two dudes. But Drew McIntyre's sitting there. Obviously, Cody's going to be out for a while. And all of a sudden, probably the creepiest Randy Orton ever pops into screen, RKO's him. What's happening here? Are we waiting on Cody? Do we got Drew beating Randy next? And then Cody? Talk to me.
Yeah, I think that's what they're doing. I think we're going to get Drew versus Randy at WrestlePalooza. And then the winner of that will then get Cody Rhodes. But from everything I've seen and everything I've read, it doesn't sound like Cody Rhodes is coming back anytime soon. I know that he is technically filming Street Fighter, but he also just had a baby. So I don't really know what to expect right now, but I got to say, man, that promo that Drew McIntyre cut was damn good. You know, the man is fantastic in the ring. The first thing he said was Cody Rhodes is a bitch. It was just a great line. Yep. Got the crowd against him immediately. It was just everything about it was good. And then the Randy Orton thing, though, that kind of took me out of it because this whole time they've been hyping up Cody versus Drew, Cody versus Drew, Cody versus Drew. And now we're going to pivot to Randy versus Drew instead, which it's not going to be a bad match. Don't get me wrong. It's going to be a good match, but I don't know. I don't understand why they went from Cody versus Drew to Randy versus Drew instead. But I'm excited for it. I thought the promo was good, and shout out to Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, here's the thing. Just remember, this ain't Drew McIntyre's first rodeo of not having the person he's going to face with him. He did it with CM Punk for a freaking year and carried it alone.
He can carry
this
right
Cody.
Too.
He can carry it, and he'll face off against Randy, beat Randy, Good stepping stone before he, faces off against Cody and dethrones him. All right, let's get into it. You ready for the next one? The last one? You know where I'm going with this.
Yeah, let's go.
John Cena came out to cut a promo, instantly gets cut off by Logan Paul. Logan Paul cuts the greatest promo in his career. Not even close. John Cena fires back. We wouldn't even talk about the one they had tonight on SmackDown. These boys are cooking. Everybody was so pissed off that they were facing each other. It was such a bad idea. Am I off on this, or is this going to be freaking legend? Wait for it, Ryan. Wait. Dairy. Is it going to be legendary? Let's go.
Yes, I thought this promo was great. I thought this brought, normally I'm not a fan of John Cena just torching everybody on the microphone. He ruined Austin Theory before. He ruined Roman Reigns before. Like, he verbally obliterated Solo Sikoa and the Usos before. But I didn't mind it this time around, just because. And Logan Paul, to his credit, was standing there taking it like a man. When John Cena is bringing up his legal stuff, and he's bringing up, the fact that you're using us to buy a Pokemon card, and you're using us for clout, and you're filming videos on Vine with your brother when I'm in this ring kicking at. Like, it was just, I didn't mind it so much. And even Logan Paul, just his reactions to it all, like off the mic, was just like, oh my God, you're really gonna do that? What does that have to do with anything? Like, oh my God, like, I thought he handled it beautifully. I thought it was a great showcase from two of the WWE's best. And I was not looking forward to this match. I was not looking forward to this match one bit. And now I can't wait for this match at Clash in Paris. I think it's going to be great. I'm not pissed that he's facing Logan Paul. I actually think, they have a history. They teamed together at Money in the Bank just a couple months ago, and now they're feuding against each other. The only question is what does Brock Lesnar do? Does he interfere and cost John Cena the match? And that's how Logan Paul gets the win.
Let's get there. Or predictions.
Yeah. But I liked it. I thought the promo was good. I thought Logan Paul brought it. I thought John Cena brought it. And like I said, I'm really looking forward to this match at Clash in Paris now more so than ever.
Yeah, I fully agree. And Logan he was tearing him up. And everything he was saying was real. He was like popping the Drew McIntyre, where he's like, you guys are saying I'm fake. You guys are saying this guy gives you 5 moves and I literally put my life on the line. He's just going around and touring and not wanting to be here. I'm here every single day. You guys say I'm not a real wrestler. I've been doing this for 3 years now. That's more than half the roster. He was just like bringing it. It was awesome. And then John let him cook. John has finally learned not to interrupt, not to bury a guy. He's finally not doing that. It only took him to the end of his career, and he cut a good promo. He dug deep, but it wasn't to bury him. He didn't find his flaws. He didn't talk about this or anything. That he just delivered a good promo, went at him. Fantastic stuff, man. Fantastic stuff.
Yeah, no, I thought it was great. I think, and like you said, the fact that it took John Cena all this time, like, he didn't usually, when somebody's cooking on John Cena, he's like smirking halfway through, and he's like laughing it off. He's no selling it. This time he was really stoic throughout and let Logan Paul say his part, and then he said his part, and that's exactly what a wrestling promo should be.
Yeah, maybe it's because he knows Logan Paul can really kick his ass, so maybe he's like, anyway, all right, he didn't do that shit to Brock Lesnar either. All right. Let's get into it. It's time for Monday Night Raw, baby, because we like it raw. Ooh, baby, we like it raw. So let's do it. And we're going to go back to someone we talked about on SmackDown. Your girl that you wish you had, that you were so jealous of, did double duty. She cut another promo, this time against Nikki Bella. Last time her and Nikki Bella were in the ring, she embarrassed Nikki Bella. What'd you think this time? Do you think they were a little bit more even, a little bit more fun? What say you? Are you hyped about this match?
I all three, all of the above. I think it was a lot more even this time around. It was a lot more fun. Apparently the WWE is in some hot water. She really pissed off one of the Osborne daughter because of the Ozzy line about how he died and and he was the only good thing that came out of Birmingham, UK, and it was just it was. Fantastic, a fantastic line. I don't understand why there's so much outrage about it. She's a heel playing a heel, that's what they do. but apparently the WWE might have to offer an apology and like all this. There's all kinds of stuff going on the dirt sheets about that. But I love this, man. I think Nikki Bella brought it. I think Becky Lynch brought it. This was Becky Lynch carried WWE this week. Like, I'm just going to throw that out there. She carried. Her promos were great. She's doing the best work of her career. I want her to hold on to the IC title forever until somebody comes up that's credible that can beat her. She needs to hang on to this belt as long as she can.
Word. I agree. Fantastic stuff from her. And Nikki Bella brought it. I like that she snagged the belt, held it up in the air, showing that she's not going to win it on Sunday. It was fantastic stuff. I loved it. And let's talk about that line. The thing is, I get Kelly Osbourne. It's her father and this and that. But Ozzy's a Hall of Famer. We bring up things in WWE for other WWE people. It wasn't offensive. It was literally praise. If I died and somebody said the only good thing to happen to this city was that, that guy dying, that was the only good thing you guys had, I would take that as a freaking tell my kids, thank you. Someone thinks I was the only good thing in this whole damn town, that when I died, I took it with me. Like, it's not like she like did a dirty line. I think that Kelly Osbourne wasn't watching it, heard that it was brought up and just tweeted it out. And now we're in what the kids say woke, so everybody has to get upset with each other. But I didn't think it was offensive at all. I thought the line was perfect, well delivered. She had a whole bunch of good lines. It is what it is, man. She's a heel. She's from there. Grow up. But nonetheless, fantastic stuff. And I'm super excited. I think this match has me neither. I think this match has the chance to steal the show. I'm just saying it right now. Yeah, you heard me. Nikki Bella and Becky Lynch could steal the show. I'm telling you right now.
And I think it will. I think it will.
Yes, sir. All right, let's get into something we haven't talked about a lot on here. This is her third one, I believe. Bayley. Bayley has been cutting promos, and she has a split personality, kind of. She's unsure of herself. She's kind of talking to herself. It's very White Six in a way, kind of. It's very unsure, where she has her good person telling her to hug and this and that, and her bad person telling her that she's getting used and the WWE is not using her right. I feel like every single one, even though they've been very similar, have been done amazing. I think it's phenomenal that Bayley not only is getting airtime, but getting a story finally, the respect that she deserves, because Bayley is top 10 all time. You can't fight me on it. And she just doesn't get the respect she deserves. She finally is. I'm telling you, I still think Karrion Kross is going to control her. It just is too close to Karrion Kross to not be Karrion Kross doing it. But nonetheless, what say you? Are you digging these? Do you want to see her wrestle? Or are you just liking this and you want her to keep cutting these eerie promos where she's conflicted with herself? What say you? Because I'm enjoying the shit out of them.
Yeah, no, I'm digging this, man. Like, it's adding some elements and some depth to the Bayley character. It's giving me a reason to tune into Bayley. It's making me care about Bayley for that's something the WWE has done a piss poor job of over the last couple of years, is making me care about Bayley. I've always cared about Bayley. I always loved Bayley, but they haven't done the best of job of making you care about her. But I think they've done their thing this week. These promos, digging them. And I though with the Karrion Kross stuff, like, I feel like he fizzled out a little bit. I feel like his popularity had, like, I feel out for sure with them being in Europe with those vocal crowds and everything, that we would have heard "We Want Kross" chants. We would have heard, people talking about Karrion Kross. There would have been Karrion Kross posters in the stands and everything. And I feel like we haven't really gotten that. And I know he showed up recently in GCW, which I guess is not part of the WWE's like indie stuff. Like, I don't know. Maybe, yeah. But it just, I don't know. It just feels like the hype around Karrion Kross has died down. So I'm hoping I'm wrong, but it just, that's kind of how it feels. But either way, I'm loving what they're doing with Bayley, and I like your idea of Karrion Kross. It does feel like a very Karrion Kross type thing. It also feels like a Wyatt Six type manipulation.
It does.
As well. So maybe there's some tie in there. But yeah, so either way, I wouldn't be mad at it.
I mean, if I was to name the safest place for him to go to, where I do feel like it's a work and that he is going to come back, it's GC freaking W. So for people to say that, they're wild for that. That's literally like, yeah, okay. Like Matt Cardona. Yeah, let's stop. All right. Another question for you, and I'm just going to throw it out there. We found out who's going to replace Naomi for her title. As predicted, Stephanie Vaquer will be one of them. But we didn't find out who the next one was. So let's hear it, unless you have this for true or false. But Stephanie Vaquer is going to challenge for someone. Who is she going to? Is it going to be someone obvious? Because I feel like there's nobody on Raw right now who is ready for the number one. Everyone's in a thing or not ready. Is it going to be someone from the outside, SmackDown? Or is it going to be somebody returning who isn't there, or an NXT, or who is going to have it? And is Stephanie Vaquer going to win?
The only thing I can think of that makes any sort of sense whatsoever, because Adam Pearce was adamant, like it's not going to be at Paris. Like, you'll get your shot, but it's not going to be at Paris.
Mm-hmm.
I have some things that I have to work out. If it was anybody else on the Raw roster, he could just make the match and make it official. So that tells me it's either somebody debuting, somebody's being called up, or somebody is returning. So I'm leaning more towards the latter. I think it might be a Liv Morgan return. I really hope it is, and Liv Morgan gets her title back. So yes, I don't see Stephanie Vaquer winning. I see Liv Morgan coming back, beating Stephanie Vaquer, and then continuing the tension in the Judgment Day. As you know, they're the tag team champions. Dom is the IC champion, and now Liv has the world title again. But there's still a lot of tension. Because of Roxanne Perez, because of Raquel Rodriguez, and everything going on there. And the fact that she did it without, like, where was the Judgment Day to help her? Why does she have to do it on her own? Where have they been this whole time? Why has nobody reached out? So I could see, I think that's what they're going to do. I think it's a Liv Morgan return.
Here's the thing. The way he did it, it sounded like he had to negotiate something. That's what makes it think it's not Liv. Because Liv's on Raw. She can just show up.
True.
So him saying, like, I need more time is different than him saying, I got to work some things out. Because I think that's how he worded it. Like, he needed to finagle it. That's why I think it's one Bianca Belair. I think he has to get somebody over. I know everyone's saying, well, she's still hurt. And okay, stop listening to how long people are hurt. We don't know shit. Yeah. None of us people, like Liv, everyone says she's out till Jack. We don't know. It could be Liv, Bianca, it could be anyone. Injuries are so stop. Let's stop with how long we pretend like we know these people or we're doctors. So I think it's going to be Bianca, only because Bianca winning and holding the belt for 9 months and Naomi coming back, that's like a built-in moneymaker right there. That's like what we want. It makes sense. I think Naomi was going to face Bianca eventually anyway. I just think that makes more sense. But trust me, I wouldn't be surprised with Liv, Bianca, Trish freaking Stratus, anybody. I mean, I would not be surprised by any of them. So it is what it is. But nonetheless,
I could see.
Yeah, go ahead.
I could see somebody from TNA coming and getting, like, and that's another
100%.
thing that Adam Pearce has to work out. Yeah, I could see, like, Masha Slamovich or somebody like that. I could see her getting a title shot because she's not doing anything right now.
My thing is, I'm just like 70% sure that Vaquer's losing. So I feel like it has to be somebody bigger than her. So I don't know. I have a feeling she's not winning. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I just have a feeling. Maybe not.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I like your idea of Bianca Belair. That would add some tension to her and Naomi. You could get Jade back involved. I like that idea a lot.
All right. Let's end it on a high note.
Naomi did say, keep my title warm.
That's what I'm
saying. Naomi did say to keep the belt warm. So bring it on.
I agree. All right. Roman Reigns and Bronson Reed went at it again. They kind of rumbled a little bit, and then Roman lays Bronson Reed out in the back. What say you? Did Bronson bring it? He let Paul talk, and then he talked. His shirt was a flipping banger. Tribal thief with the shoes on it. I mean, it is money. He is money. We'll get into predictions later, but Bronson don't seem outmatched here. He seems like he belongs. The Samoan line was hilarious. This guy's Samoan. I loved it all. Good stuff. And I like Roman getting a cheap shot. Bronson's the bigger guy. Roman can't just go to him face to face. He's a beast. Got to catch him off guard. Boom. Superman punch. Lays him out. I loved it all. I'll watch these two go at it all day with a mix of Paul Heyman any day of the week. What say you?
I thought Paul Heyman was the highlight of that promo. I thought Paul Heyman singing Bronson Reed's name when, Bronson Reed. when everyone's saying Roman, like it was good stuff. Roman's facial expressions continue to get better and better. I thought this was the highlight of Monday Night Raw. This was the best we've seen Roman Reigns since his babyface turn. The crowd was into him. He got to cut a promo. We got to see him do something backstage. He gave Jey Uso a pep talk and was like, hey, stop trusting people. And the last person you can trust is CM Punk. Like, do your thing, man. Like, you've been world champion before. You've been intercontinental champion before. You're one of the Usos, legendary tag team. Like, you're one of the best. Like, you don't need to help other people. And so I think that implanted some seeds into Jey Uso to do what he did as well, to super kick LA Knight and super kick CM Punk as the show goes off the air. So Roman Reigns was planted all over Monday Night Raw, and I loved every second of it. I thought this was the best we've seen Roman Reigns since his babyface turn in 2024.
For reals. And if you ain't excited for this match, you drinking crazy juice. This match is going to be banging. Banging. Yes, sir. All right. Yeah. Let's get into some NXT. You ready? Yeah. You ready? We're a little delayed. Sorry. All right. NXT. There we are. All right. Let's get into it. Number one. I'm going to switch up the game. I wanted to talk about that awful blindfold match. But why do we want negativity? Let's talk about something a little bit more exciting, something more up your speed. So the Speed Championships are coming to one NXT. So Ruka was there. The men's champion was nowhere to be seen. I guess El Grande Americano was out touring Mexico and could not be here for that day. They didn't even mention him at all, but they said both Speed champions are showing up to NXT. Does this mean it was a success and so they were over it on YouTube and they wanted to get paid for it? Or are they just trying to spice up NXT a little bit? It was kind of very 305-ish, where the 305 title had its own show, and then it kind of came over to I forgot what it was, Smackdown, I believe, and then it kind of left again. And we're just trying to get eyeballs on it to bring it back to YouTube. Is this a forever thing? Do you like it? So Ruka now has 2 titles. What say you?
I don't like this at all. I think there's already too many championships, and there's too many titles in WWE. We just introduced new, especially in NXT. We just have the new Women's North American Championship added, and now we're adding 2 more speed titles, and the winner has to get the belt in under 3 minutes. It's just, I mean, I guess it speeds up matches, for lack of a better term, in NXT. So not everything is going to be a long 15-minute, 20-minute match like usual. So it kind of spices things up, I guess. But I didn't care about it when it was on YouTube. WWE never hyped it up. They never talked about it. They never showed, the wrestlers never brought their titles to the ring. When they were on Raw, they never brought their belts out. They didn't care about it then. No. So why should we care about it now just because it's on NXT? I don't like this idea. I think it's going to fizzle out. Or maybe become something else within the NXT brand, but I don't care for this at all.
Yeah. All right. Well said. Yeah, I didn't even know El Grande Americano was the champion until they showed a picture of him, and I was like, oh, that guy's on TV every week talking to Dominic Mysterio. Can't throw the belt around his waist. Weird.
Yeah, exactly.
And so Ruka just started now because she's like, oh, we're defending it now, so I'm wearing it.
Yeah, it's so dumb. I don't get it. I don't like it at all.
Yeah. All right, let's get into something hopefully you do like. Ricky Saints is now your new number 1 contender. He beat your favorite promoist, one Josh Briggs, who was fumbling all over his freaking words this week again. Way to jinx that dude. But anyway, Ricky Stark's the number 1 contender, and I smell something. Ryan, before you talk, what's that? Oh, I smell a new champion, my friend. Tell me I'm wrong.
I don't think you are, but I will say that until somebody beats Oba, I'll believe it when I see it, because I think Obafemi is that guy. I think Obafemi is the best thing NXT has. He's the best, he should go down as one of the best champions that they've ever had. And until somebody beats him, I have a hard time believing that anybody can beat him. But I did like this promo from Ricky Saints. I thought this was a great showing for him. The only thing I didn't like about it, though, was, he comes out and he cuts the promo, and then he gets interrupted by Josh Briggs. And then Ava comes out and says, okay, well, you both have legitimate gripes to be number one contender. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to have a number one contenders match here tonight on NXT. Like, she has no personality. But also, why did you end NXT Heatwave with Ricky Saints staring down Obafemi if you just have to make him earn the championship opportunity against Obafemi? Like, I would have been fine with what they did this Tuesday if they hadn't have ended Heatwave with Ricky Saints staring him down. Maybe don't do that. I know you had to end it with something, but maybe you don't have him earn the title shot. Like, I feel like he should have already been given the title shot. But the fact that he had to then go, what if he had lost? Then you would have had Heatwave, the ending of the Heatwave, all for nothing. Like, it didn't make any sense. The flow was off. That didn't make any sense whatsoever.
No, that was very weird. Like, when the match happened, I was like, yeah, Josh Briggs is going to win. They just had a stare down. Like, why would Josh Briggs win?
Yeah.
It was really a random, like, if you're going to make them earn it, then they shouldn't have faced off. They should have faced off at the end like they did. But of NXT, not of Heatwave. But yeah. But nonetheless, Ricky Saints is here. He is that dude. And you can say you have to believe it. You are going to believe it when you see it very, very soon. Just remember, Obafemi was pinned by Javon Evans, fool. So, yeah. Whether you like it or not, Ricky Saints ain't going to play around. He's going to pin his ass. Oba's ready to move on to Raw or SmackDown. He's too good for NXT now. Ricky Saints, time to shine. Let's talk about it. It's happening. It's happening.
Yeah. But I also didn't like the Dark State being added. I didn't care for that. Like, I feel like we kind of got lost in the. Yeah, like, it was great when Oba and Ricky Saints were promoing back and forth and they were staring each other down. But then the Dark State comes out and I feel like they completely ruined it. And then Hank and Tank came out and now it's like, okay, we're getting a 4-on-4. Like, I guarantee you we're going to get an 8-man tag sometime next week on NXT with Ricky Saints and Obafemi, Hank and Tank against the Dark State. I guarantee it.
They announced it. Remember? They said they wanted their tag team title matches and she said,
they did?
Well,
no, I didn't remember.
Yeah. Hank and Tank said they wanted Dark State, and then she said, "Well, Dark State wants you too, but first she wants you all 4 of them. So you need 2 tag team partners. Then you'll earn your tag team title match." Yeah. So, yes, sir. So it's happening next week. Then they'll get their
I remember. I vaguely
remember.
Loss.
Yeah. Yes, sir. But way to call that. You were thinking just like Abe.
Yeah. So dumb.
Yeah. That's good. All right, let's break it down. That was our week in review. Nonetheless, it was still a really good week. I liked Heatwave a little bit. They did their best, but SmackDown Raw was good as always. NXT was good. I'm excited for Clash in Paris. And speaking of Clash in Paris, Ryan, I think you have a little song to hit for us to get started, buddy, because it's prediction time, baby. Let's get into it.
That's right. Let me get everything going.
He wasn't ready, ladies and gentlemen. There it is.
Time. Before it ever happens, it's a prediction. Lean in close, take notes, listen. Cause they about to point it out quickly. All the things that you didn't see is getting called like plays at the line of scrimmage. You can take it to the bank, the dudes ain't tripping. They've been seeing what's coming for a good minute. It's prediction time, yeah, let's get it.
So it's Clash in Paris prediction time, and Ryan tries his best to make the card match as is. And he's starting with Roman versus Bronson, which means John Cena will be like in the middle of the. They're gonna put John Cena second or so. Okay. All right. Let's do it because he ain't main eventing. All right, let's get into it. First matchup, we got one OTC, the Tribal Chief, versus one Tribal Thief. Roman Reigns, Bronson Reed. Who do you got, Ryan?
This one's hard, but I got to give it to Bronson. I'm going Bronson Reed. I think he needs to win. Roman doesn't need, like, as much as I love Roman Reigns, and I could see 2 scenarios happen. I either see Bronson Reed winning, and which I think is the right outcome, but I also could see a situation where Roman Reigns somehow gets the victory, but after the match, the Vision beats down Roman and Bronson Reed does like 15 tsunamis to Roman Reigns or something like that, making him look strong even in defeat. So I could see that scenario as well. But I'm going to go with Bronson Reed getting the win and then doing 15 tsunamis afterwards to write off Roman Reigns off of TV, because he's not going to be back anytime soon, and build Bronson Reed up they need to build him up as a star, with him wrestling one of the greatest of all time. So Bronson Reed gets the win here.
Yes, sir. The tribal thief did not just make that shirt for Roman to take his shoes back already. Bronson Reed is going to win. He's going to dominate him. He's going to give him 7 to 10 tsunamis, and he's going to send Roman Reigns to Hadouken land to go shoot some Street Fighter movie until Roman comes back and then gets revenge once Bronson Reed is established. Bronson Reed ain't no punk. He's sick of Braun Breaker taking a spotlight. He is going to have the biggest win in his career, and I'm going to say it right now, ever. I don't care if Bronson Reed wins the title. This will be his biggest win ever, defeating the greatest wrestler of our generation cleanly. It's happening. The end. Let's go.
And this is exactly how you should use Roman Reigns. Like, he's been putting a lot of people over this year. He's been he's been taking pinfall losses. He's been losing a lot. So I think this is an opportunity to really build Bronson Reed.
Yes, sir. All right, who does he think going up next? All right, good call. We got me versus you, Sheamus versus Rusev. Is that not us too? We like. I thought you posted us for a second. I thought you posted us. Yeah, weird. We got Sheamus versus Rusev in a
Donnybrook match.
Yeah. Oh, Donnybrook. There you go. Whatever the hell it is. They're having some kind of Irish themed match. What say you? Who's gonna win? You or me?
It's got to be Rusev. It's going to be you. As Rusev has to win. You just brought him back to the WWE. You haven't done anything with him. And this is his first PLE. He's been back since WrestleMania, and this is his first PLE in the WWE. So he's got to win. He's got to get the win. I could see Sheamus getting the win just because he is from Europe, so is Rusev. So I don't know, but I think Rusev has to win, and he has to win in dominant fashion.
I fully agree with you. Rusev wins. Sheamus doesn't need wins anymore. He's just here for the fun. Rusev is that dude. He's new, trying to push him. Rusev wins in Sheamus's themed match. Yes, sir.
And then we move on from this because I'm tired of this feud.
I am too. Then we're done. All right, just announced on SmackDown, so if you haven't caught it yet, this is a spoiler, but we have the Wyatt Six defending their titles against the Street Profits. Are the Street Profits brothers? Are they even family? Stare at each other for 15 seconds and segment. Who do you got winning?
Wow, the Wyatt Six are winning. There's something going on with Montez Ford. He's been teasing a more. We talk about Bayley and her promos lately. Montez Ford has been teasing a little bit more of a serious character, a little bit more of a singles character. A character that, so I could see him maybe turning on Dawkins or walking out on Dawkins, or they lose, and this is the straw that breaks the camel's back, and this is what makes Montez Ford become a single star. But either way, the Wyatt Six are going to retain, and I could not care less about the Wyatt Six. So either way, they're going to retain, and whatever.
Yep, I feel the same way. Wyatt Six win, whatever. Did you see Bo Dallas cut the most Bray Wyatt promo? And he's like gaining weight. He's like, I'm like, oh my God, this guy's gonna literally try to become his brother. It's wild.
Yeah, he's very strange.
Be yourself, but be Bray Wyatt. You don't have to be Bray Wyatt, but nonetheless. 2.5 years ago-ish, when I started TikToking and social media, I talked about how the Street Profits were going to break up, and it never happened. And I thought 2.5 years ago, Montez Ford was ready. He's more than ready now. This guy has IC US title written all the F over him. I think they need to break up. The tag team division is what it is. If they're in it or not, it's going to be what it is. Might as well just give this man his chance. Let him go solo. I don't know how Dawkins will do, but nonetheless, Montez Ford is a flipping star. Let him do his damn thing. Let him pair up with Bianca.
The man can go. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, Wyatt Six win. All right, we got one. Babyface John Cena cutting his promos again. You can realize that the hell were you thinking turning him heel? Even he admitted it sucked. He came out recently and said it was awful. I sucked at it. It was awful. I should have never done it. He is 100% right. And I still am waiting for all those apologies from all you idiots on TikTok who attacked me ruthlessly every single time I said it sucked and told me I was a moron. His promos, everything. But he's going up against Logan Paul. They've been cooking. They cooked tonight on SmackDown. What say you? Who is winning this match?
So on one hand, I feel like John Cena has to win. But on the other hand, I think Logan Paul should win because I think, everyone's talking about, it's John Cena's retirement tour. He can't lose in his retirement tour. Why not? He should lose. He should be putting over the next generation of talent. Logan Paul is going to be around, whether people like it or not. He's going to be around for the next 10, 15 years in the WWE. It is what it is. He's good at it. He's found a place for him, and everyone can get over it. So I'm gonna make a bold prediction that Logan Paul will beat John Cena, and it'll be a huge victory for him, and one of the few people, because Cody Rhodes is the other one, that can say that they've beaten John Cena during his retirement tour.
All right. Boom, boom, ba-da-dum, boom.
Yeah,
boom,
I could see that happening too. Yeah.
The man who is immune to the law is going to come back. If you don't remember, Nick Aldis was like, "Hey, mate, it's me, Nick Aldis, and John Cena. I have something to tell you about one Brock Lesnar." And then Logan Paul clocked him, and we never heard about it again. Brock Lesnar's going to be at Clash in Paris. Brock Lesnar's going to cost John Cena the match. Logan Paul's going to win. The end. That's how it's going to work. And we got John and Brock at WrestlePalooza.
Yeah, I could also see where if Logan Paul wins or John Cena wins and he comes out after the fact. I don't know. Logan Paul wins. Yeah, like he did at SummerSlam. Triple H likes to repeat endings, so I can see that. But I do think Brock Lesnar makes his appearance.
Yeah, Logan's got to win. All right, and how he predicted, Becky Lynch versus Nikki Bella, the match that I will be watching alone. Who do you got winning? Let's hear it.
As much as I love what Nikki Bella's been doing lately, it's Becky Lynch all day, every day, twice on Sunday. She is going to retain her IC title in reign of dominance that she's on. She's on having the best run of her entire career, and it's going to continue after Clash in Paris.
100%. Becky wins, not even close. Nikki Bella, thanks for coming. But you're getting better. You're getting better on the mic. You're going to have a great match. I do think this was still a show, and she will move on and continue to wrestle. She's amazing. It just ain't her time. Becky Lynch all day, every day. Yes, sir. Yeah. All right. The main event, Seth Rollins is defending his title in a 4-way because it's not gay when it's in a 4-way versus LA Knight, CM Punk, and one Jey Uso. Who's winning? Who's taking the pin? Let's go.
Seth Rollins retains and LA Knight takes the pin. I think that's how they're going to do it. Wow. I was going to say Jey Uso takes the pin, but then Roman Reigns had to give him a pep talk this week, and Jey Uso finally came to his senses and stopped helping CM Punk, stopped helping LA Knight. So now I think okay, maybe he's not there to take the pin anymore. But either way, Seth Rollins is retaining, and I think it's not gonna be Punk that takes the pin. I don't think it's gonna be Jey anymore. So process of elimination leaves it to one Los Angeles Knight. Maybe it's Braun Breaker that cost him. Maybe Seth Rollins cheats somehow. But yeah, it's going to be Seth Rollins retaining and LA Knight taking the pin, and then Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker come out and they celebrate their victorious night with Bronson Reed beating Roman at the beginning of the show and Seth Rollins retaining his title to close out the show.
Yes, sir. I have it. Jey Uso taking the pin. I think Jey Uso stood tall at Monday Night Raw for a reason, because he needed it, because he's taking this L. I think CM Punk and LA Knight will handle themselves somehow, whether they leave brawling, whether they knock each other out. Nonetheless, their little feud is going to be moving forward. It's going to be interrupted by that fact. Somebody, Bronson, probably Braun Breaker, because he has nothing to do, will somehow then trip up Jey Uso. Seth will stomp, get the win. Jey will do his I got you. Roman inspired me, but he'll get cheated out. Maybe we'll move on to Jey versus Braun Breaker moving forward as well. But nonetheless, there's a zero. I see all these people like LA Knight and CM Punk are going to win the titles. And I'm like, are you stupid? You think they just gave all the vision is on every second. Seth just won the title. They're taking it off him. Tell me you haven't watched wrestling without telling me. Seth wins. The end.
Yeah, for sure. And I think this is going to be a good match. But yeah, Seth Rollins is definitely winning.
Yes, sir. All right, there's our predictions. Take it to the bank. We agreed on every single one of them, which means your money is in. Go to DraftKings, bet it up. They ain't sponsoring us. They should. But bet it up. Take that to the bank. It is time for our weekly segment. We're going to close out with our LVD and MVD of the week, our least value, most valuable dude or dudette. It's not who we hate. It's not nothing like that. It's just whoever we thought was the best or worst booked. As always, Ryan, you get to start off. Who is your LVD of the week of August 22nd, 2025?
Yeah, this one's hard, but I'm going to give it to Solo Sikoa. Only because he continues to lose. You had him take the title off of Jacob Fatu, and now he's losing week after week after week to Sami Zayn. I don't know. I'm not feeling what they're doing with Jacob Fatu or with Solo Sikoa at the moment. And he's got the MFT guys with him, but they're not really doing anything. Like he's great on the microphone. He's showing a lot more personality. I like that he confronted Jimmy Uso on SmackDown about uncle's his new baby's favorite uncle, and like that was a great segment. I like that that's how they introduced Sami Zayn, but he keeps losing to Sami, and I don't understand what's the point of building Solo up if you just continue to lose to Sami Zayn. So I got to give it to Solo Sikoa, unfortunately.
Well said. Well deserved. I'm going a different route. I'm giving it to one Lexis King. This man on NXT had a blindfold match versus a deaf wrestler. So think about that. He's deaf, which means he can't hear. Now he's blinded, which means he literally can't see. He can't hear or see. And Lexis King not only struggled to win the match, but had to peek and cheat to defeat a blind, deaf wrestler. Make it make sense. My LVD of the week.
Yeah.
And the fact that he beat a deaf, blind wrestler. You take an L for that, sir. What are you doing? LVD all day, every day. That match was atrocious. I don't know what the hell they're doing. Poor Miles Ford. He's deaf. You don't got to talk about it.
Yeah, exactly. And he referenced MJF. He was like, "I'm better than you, and you know it." Like I was just like, "What are you guys doing? Like this is dumb. Like this is probably the worst thing I've seen on wrestling in quite a while."
It was awful. He needs a Mercedes Moné where he needs to disappear and refresh and come back as Brian Pillman Jr. Alexis King is not working for me. That's awful.
Not at all.
All right, let's end on a positive. MVD for the week. Who do you got?
It's none other than Becky Lynch. All hands down, she carried SmackDown with one of the best promos I've heard. One of my favorite promos of the year so far was how she got that crowd to turn against her, and how she's from Ireland and she got the hometown pop when she first came out, just to get them to absolutely boo her and destroy it. It was fantastic showing on the mic. And then she topped that off with an even better promo on Monday Night Raw, where she offended the Osborne daughter. She, offended Nikki Bella. She called Nikki Bella a bit. It was just all kinds of good stuff in these great lines in these promos. Becky Lynch is on the run of her life right now in WWE. Probably the best run of her entire WWE career. She is killing it. This heel thing is working. She's thriving. She's been a fantastic women's IC champion compared to the women's US champion, who I had to look up who it was, and it's Julia. Becky Lynch is thriving right now, and I don't understand what's going on the SmackDown side, but Becky Lynch is killing it. I'm excited for her match at Clash in Paris. I have no doubt that match is going to steal the show. But Becky Lynch, hands down, MVD of the week.
I agree with you. The end. And what happened to Julia? How are you going to bring her up, give her a title, and then never have her wrestle? What the fudge are we doing over here?
I don't know. I don't get it.
I don't agree with all this nonsense that Triple H can't book, but some of his stuff is just really off. Becky Lynch by far. She was on both shows, cut 2 great promos on both shows, carrying a secondary title, which no one has done since Gunther. She is doing her damn thing. She deserves it. MVD all the way. Easy pick. Easy pick for one.
She's the only woman defending a title on the PLE. You don't have the women's champion on there. You don't have the women's world champion on there. You have the women's IC champion by design because Becky Lynch is killing it.
She, her. All right. That was it. That was our WWE Week In review. Thank you so much for tuning in. As always, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit that 5-star rating. Don't forget to tell your friends. We need these reviews up. We need these clicks. We're trying to get there. Help us out. As always, if you just want to listen to me yappity yap yap, I'm on every single social media you can dream of at my_wrestling_opinion. Help a brother out. And with me, as always, is...
Ryan enjoys wrestling on all the social media platforms, so go follow me there. Go follow us on X at 2DudesPC, on YouTube at 2 Dudes with Attitudes, on TikTok at 2 Dudes with Attitudes, and on Instagram at 2 Dudes with Attitudes Podcast. You can also email the show at 2 Dudes with Attitudes Podcast at gmail.com. And if you're listening to us on Apple and Spotify, we appreciate everyone's love and support. I don't know if you knew this, but we are in the top 10% of all listened to wrestling podcasts out there. So help us keep climbing up the ranks. Help us keep climbing up the ladder and get us into the top 5%, the top 1% of all listened to wrestling podcasts. And the way to do that is to download us, subscribe, and leave us 5-star ratings and reviews, and tell everyone about your favorite 2 dudes on the internet.
2 Dudes Wolf Pack. We out.
2 dudes with attitudes, let's go. It's the 2 dudes and our attitudes ruthless, aggressively speaking, so let's do this. We're Ryan and Denton, they here to get your attention. The 5-star broadcast, shit, start to the ending. Whether it's the E or it's all E, the 2